We are not invincible. We can't control what happens to us. We can't protect the ones we love, nor can we predict the freak accidents, the incidents, the hypothetical what ifs. I couldn't predict my grandma's cancer, and I assure you I can remember what I would prefer to forget. Surely I was just a child when she was diagnosed, and while I couldn't comprehend the adult jargon, I somehow knew the inevitable path that awaited her. Words like chemotherapy and mastectomy were constantly invading the lethargic air around us. I watched her being stripped of her humanity, spirit, and confidence. I saw her smile wilt, her body grow weaker, and her boisterous blonde curls gradually disappear, leaving her scalp naked. Yet she kept her facade composed, finding refuge in shielding her family from the vulnerability and fear she could not avoid. She grasped onto life, held it tight in the palm of her hands, relentless, clenching, unwilling to leave my grandfather widowed, my father without a mother, her first granddaughter without the privilege of knowing her. I wouldn't succumb to the inescapable possibility of not knowing my grandma. So we played Scrabble and made memories to cling on to, hoping they weren't our last. She's the epitome of inspiration, and after 168 days with nowhere but a hospital bed to escape to, she became a survivor. Now, what, you may ask, brought on this fervent nostalgia? Recently, I stumbled upon my baby box, something typical of 90s mothers, filled to the brim with firsts. The very pregnancy test confirming my existence, my umbilical cord that my father cut, birthday candles, and a plethora of cards made and received, lost teeth, and locks for my first haircut. I always pondered why she kept all those souvenirs memorialized in that little box, why she glorified each of our novelties together. It was her effort to hold on to her little girl, to remember our firsts, our memories, our lasts. I'll give you some backstory. I was despondent to find that life wasn't what I had craved all these years, all I cracked it up to be, instead an unrealistic figment of my imagination. My gullibility had blinded me to reality, that the ones who embrace me with their unconditional love and support won't always be here to hold my hand. That we fail, we cry, we disappoint, and we are disappointed. That we can't possibly know if our last breath is truly our last until it's too late. But what I know now is the beauty and simplicity, the minute moments that we can't help but commemorate wholeheartedly. I know that we need to inhale each moment tenderly, living life with passion and potential. I stand beside my newfound appreciation of Carpe Diem. I know what I live for my first word, Dada, my first steps, surrounded by the applause of my family, for my first toothless smile that my mother said was beautiful, for the memories that captivate me, for the warm embraces and smooches of compassion and nurture, for those who believe in me, and for those I believe in, for inspiration, for passion, for laughter, for my parents who sat next to me, consoling and waiting on me after a grueling surgery, and who never regret to inform me of their love for me each and every day. For my sister, who, don't tell her, is my best friend. For my successes, my accomplishments, my aspirations. For the dear friends I will count on 5 fingers. For happiness, for my first love, for family, for each moment I won't cease to adore. With the help of a wise and wistful Maya Angelou quote, life is not measured by the number of breaths we take, but by the moments that take our breath away. I finally understand why my mother kept that box